These were tricks that were normal to us and now to our competition normal too, but I mean, you're 20 years behind. I mean, think of where we are now, so.
Hi, my name is Michael Joy. Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Michael Joy, founder and CEO of Chicago Culinary FX, or Culinary FX, like studio effects, special effects, all things in food, formerly Chicago School of Mold Making. Pasha's here with me. Some people binge watch, we're binge filming. That's why I'm in the same shirt for all these videos. I know these people, Pinnacle St. Louis, we did work for, River City. Let's see if we did something custom for these guys.
Hi, I'm Stefan Schubert, the executive.
Oh, Stefan Schubert. This guy, we did a lot of work with the competitions. He was like a madman with competitions. He would go so far into shape and steampunk and creation, and he was actually at a property that backed him up, which meant there was some money to do some really beautiful things. I can't tell you how many projects we did for him. Some were simple and some were extravagant. He was fun to work with. You can tell just by looking at him, he's like a type A guy. He's probably a marathon runner or rock climber.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And all this other stuff, but man, this dude went for it.
Pastry chef for River City and Linear Place. Since we open our banquet facility soon at River City, I want to show you guys our signature dessert that we offer at the...
Okay, so yeah, this is great. Yeah, we made all this for him. This was this platter here with chocolate spheres. We did a slight engraving of the base plate and a little laser cut arch here. And basically, it was designed so that it was easy to transport into the room and easy for him to make. We could have done a lot of other fancy, but this is inset here for this cup to sit so it didn't slosh around. But I would say that a quick fix here for is a little gold dust to pop these details here. But River City, these are waves. So it all ties in. One of the biggest requests we had was our amenity program, they would say. We need to have something in the room to welcome the VIPs, and that was an amenity. So everybody in the industry knows that, and you don't, so maybe you do, maybe you don't.
We have melted chocolate that we have a custom
lime green.
Custom design mold. We're pouring the chocolate into it.
Oh, he's going to show us using it.
Like
a little on the thick side.
The mold is evenly poured. Right now,
this is when we were doing most of the work with lasers only.
Again, we have chocolate.
Now we have 3D printing, we have CNCs, we have all sorts of stuff. But the laser was fast.
The next step in our dessert presentation is our signature cheesecake.
So this was really important. When you have a very thin cross-section in chocolate, you need to have a thin cross-section in silicone also. If this silicone mat had been solid all the way across, you're going to break the chocolate when you try to unmold it.
Yeah.
So this is how we modified the showstopper molds later, is we create what we call a raised track around each cavity. So it
has better flexibility.
These are cavities. Plus they could put a little slice here and a slice there with the razor knife, and it would self-heal, but then it wouldn't break the chocolate. A lot of people design molds that the chocolate gets broken into because they want a certain look. And I'm like, look, I'll make it for you, but you're going to fight with your chocolate, or your assistant's assistant is going to fight with the chocolate. But this is worth pointing out. Because at some point, chocolate costs matter by the pound. That's why I said, oh, that plate is heavy.
Voila. The next step in our dessert presentation is our signature cheesecake. This consists of cream cheese, sugar, sour cream, eggs.
All the prep work these chefs have to do on top of their regular day to do some film PR for the property. These are 16-hour days at least.
Oh yeah.
Vanilla.
Opening a property, if you're a chef that's opened a property, talking to a chef that hasn't opened a property, it's freaking Navy SEAL Special Forces difference.
Half an hour is up.
Oh wow, that's consistency is so much different than it was.
Scoop for portion control. It's a 3-ounce scoop. Go and get designated
portion control.
Cheesecake molds. We bake it around 280 degrees.
These are called
next step in our desserts is making a passion fruit mousse.
Flexipans.
Heavy cream.
They're made by a company. They used to be made exclusively by a company called Demarle, French company. It was big business because the hotels would buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these. But what it was is the shapes were all very dome-esque. You know, because of the manufacturing process of how they did it, they were simple shapes. It was fine. They sold a lot. We never got anywhere close to that level.
And we add the
yum, yum.
passion fruit to it. Next step is whipping up the heavy cream.
Imagine what the electric bills are in a hotel. Fuck.
Can't imagine.
For the next step.
Like $100,000 a month.
First step is to add a little bit cream to our passion fruit, gelatin, and sugar mixture.
Like just, I'm not weighing it. We got it.
Well, I think he kind of just
He's done
feels
this a
it.
million
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
You want to watch him cook, or you want me to fast
That
forward?
looks great. I'm invested.
Okay.
The next step of our assembly, we are molding the.
There you go. The molds are in here.
Oh, it had a dropout core.
Special River City logo, little.
Oh, I think it was going to crack. Oh. Memory flash. So what I told him is, I said, we can put a mold that has an indentation in it, or we can make that plug move wherever you want it, so you have compositional freedom to put your cup wherever you want it. So we tried to make the molds more versatile. Also, it helped with unmolding. So these were tricks that were normal to us, and now to our competition, normal too. But I mean, you're 20 years behind. I mean, think of where we are now. So.
Well done. Basically, we have a cocoa butter and
Oh my
chocolate
God, that's a
mix
big gun for that
nice
space.
Layer, shiny layer on top, easy to handle. So this is a
It's like
special
texturizing it?
chocolate layer that we designed that heats up the chocolate to a certain temperature. And,
Well,
easy to work with.
It's a big sprayer for that piece. So he's got a piece of slate to weigh it down.
There's River City on it. Our finished arch will be a.
Do you eat that whole thing?
People would take them home and, yeah.
Starting with our baked cheesecake. Goes right.
I'll have a story about that in a second.
Fresh vanilla cream.
But since you're
A
invested,
little steel decoration.
Oh, that is cool.
Cardinals. The red raspberry.
Have you had that?
Piping our passion fruit mousse.
Do you think they still have anything like that?
Strawberry.
oh, their amenity programs have changed a bunch of times.
A little bit more of the mousse.
I wanna try that.
It still looks good. This is why time travel is okay in culinary.
Yeah.
And here we
Look at
go.
that.
Our signature dish at River City.
I hope we find more of his stuff. If not, we're going to show individual projects because it was extraordinary. And he was just a guy who, I don't know when he slept actually. This is, you know, share it with your friends at the pool here. That's a lot of chocolate. That's a big old beefy bar. But anyways, this is what we got. One thing leads to another. I love food shaping, and it's fun to see it again. So thank you for watching. The Amenity story is this. Keegan Gerhard, before he was a Food Network TV commentator years ago. Now he's got some restaurants and things. He was at the Four Seasons here in Chicago, and they had an amenity program that when Oprah Winfrey show was playing, they would invite guest authors. And the best that they could do, or the best idea that they had at the time for an amenity, is they would take a book, a real book, and spray it in chocolate and sort of pipe on, welcome whoever the famous author's name is, right? And he said those books would always come back to the kitchen after the guests left, and he said they would always have a fingernail scratch in it, people deciding whether it was real or not. And so the first project he had us do is we made a mold of an actual leather-bound vintage book that had the beautiful texture on. And instead of the book coming back scratched, it would always come back to the kitchen to be packaged for travel. And the value of that is for a few pounds of chocolate. Now that author who's going to be on a circuit of hotels, they don't care about the marble or chandeliers. They're going to talk about the 3 pounds of chocolate that they got from the Four Seasons. And it was like this aha moment for Keegan at the time and for me at the time, because it wasn't available. Remember, molds were not, everything was new in those days. And so this idea of a to-go amenity was pretty terrific. That way the brand, they would take that chocolate book and it would go out in a Four Seasons box, and it would be a very special love note to travel with that famous person, and then they would talk about it. Oh, I was at the Four Seasons, they gave me this book. I mean, it's very subtle, but very effective.
Step 2, we produce a test mold. Allow up to 7 days. Step 3, once a test mold is approved by the client, a production mold will take the remainder of the 4 to 6 week period. Other mold making companies require minimum order quantities. With us, it can be